Okay, so you have become Bodhisattva, so you should like the ask question. Okay, I ask question for you.
Well, if you are Bodhisattva temple, you should under the suffering of the sentient being, and you should not cause more suffering. Isn't it true?
No, you're also Bodhisattva. We are Bodhisattva.
But you are bigger Bodhisattva than we are because you are teacher.
So last week I see we stop the page 90 is we leave it there last time. Okay, so now here has when I see that's the Tibetan is very easy way to ask question, but English is not easy. There's 4 different emotion shows. So everyone studied or not, this last week we talked about the branch downfalls are explained as follows. So we talk about lots of branch downfalls. Right? Branch downfalls. So which is the hardest for you branch downfalls, Thomas? Not the words, but practice.
I don't know, Kempo.
Oh, you think, oh, this I really cannot do, or something like. Do you have anything like that there?
On the branch.
Yeah,
on
branch
the branch
downfalls.
files.
Yeah.
On the branch files. Well, I mean, they're all things that we should be mindful of and try to do, you know, the best that we can. But some of these things are very, very. I mean, living in everyday life, it's you know, especially with antidote with anger, and you know, and because you know we tend to, you know, self grasp, and you know, tend to be a little prideful, and a little bit arrogant, you know. And that's why I guess practice Dharma and practice, but I mean, there's a lot of things here. I mean,
okay, so you
not
think,
one specific.
I can do very easy something like what one you think? Do you have any like that?
Something I can do very easily?
Yeah, you think, oh, that is easy for me.
Well, I mean, well, I guess
respect for parents is easy for you?
What's that?
Respect the parents.
Oh well, yes. I mean, me being Asian, you know, part Asian. I mean, that came. We had to. I mean, that was instilled in us very young age. We had to do that. You know, if not, we got in trouble at school and at home. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, respecting our elders, respecting our parents. You know, putting others before us, and you know, and those things like that. You know,
so, Sandra, which is difficult for you? The part.
There's a bunch. Let's see.
Which one? Bunch one.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick a 1 or 2.
No, I got like at least 3. Okay.
Okay.
This one, abandoning those who've impaired their ethical codes of discipline. Like, I think that's so hard because you're supposed to also keep good company. Like.
So which one you say?
This one, abandoning those who've impaired their ethical codes of discipline. That's tricky, I think.
Where is that one?
On page 86.
Page 86?
Yeah.
Which line?
Maybe I'm not reading it right. 1, 2, 3. The 5th line from the bottom.
Okay, so not accepting requests for offerings, you mean?
No.
Not accepting offering of gore?
No.
Then Dharma purpose and deceitfully misusing them for others' activity.
No, the next one.
Abandoning those who have impaired their ethical codes of discipline.
Yes.
Mm.
You know, just think about it. There in the Dharma world, like all the other rest of the world, there have been lots
Okay.
of scandals of sexual misconduct.
Mm.
And I think it's very easy for me to think I don't want that person as my teacher. Like it would be hard for me.
Okay,
I think I
abandoning
would-
those who have impaired their ethical codes of discipline, refusing to teach to those with faith. So this is like for the students, right? For the students, you know, teacher like has many students, but some is didn't follow the ethical discipline that teacher doesn't have for them, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the teacher's supposed to forgive the students. Well, it just
So
seems like
they're not just the teacher say, okay,
yeah.
I don't want to be with, don't want to share with you teaching. Just you go yourself. You know, you don't listen to me. Just they give up. They're not really taking care.
Well, I think what I'm trying to say is how, even as a regular person, not a teacher, it's probably not correct to abandon anyone.
Yeah, just not abandon anyone. Yeah.
Right. Even if they do
Yeah,
bad
but
things.
this is
Right?
specific for like, you know, drawn for vowels. So this is a lot for the teachers. See, the offering goal, you know, like you don't accept.
Yeah.
And this is all mostly is like for the teachers, like, you know, have this vowels and don't first. If you know, student ask Dharma question, don't give answer, the offerings they don't accept. Then some student behavior not correct, but they don't let them change. So Bodhisattva means like have to benefit others, like, you know, you have benefit, work for them, they have needed to help them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
you said what's hard
So
for me
you,
to do. I'm saying I think this would be hard. This one.
that's not harder for you anything.
No, that's hard. I think that's hard.
No, that's easy for you. Really easy for you, okay? So you're teaching Dharma for someone, giving the Bodhisattva vows to someone, then say, okay, I have this very difficult students, very hard for me. So otherwise you don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Okay. Well, how
So
about
the next one?
fail,
Bunch of,
failing to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger in response to negative actions of others?
where is that one?
Next page, 88.
Where?
I don't know, 1, 3, 6, about the 10th line down. I don't know, 9, 10th line.
So the failing to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger in response to the negative action of others. So you mean that one? Mm. So failing to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger in response to the negative actions of others. So when anger arises, we have to use our antidote, right?
Yes.
Mind of anger in response to the negative action of others. Yeah, so easy or hard?
Sometimes hard.
That's why, you know, we are in the on the path. We have to put effort, practice. We are not yet the absolute truth Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
If everything is easy there, then we are already absolute truth Bodhisattva. Cannot be everything is easy, right? Okay, so long as when your anger arises, then can you recognize after the like within 4 hours? So within 4 hours, you recognize your anger, you recognize you did mistakes, you can like, okay, I'm in the influenced by my anger, and I want to use antidote practice it, like, love, bodhicitta, compassion, or anything, like practice yadam deti. Can you do that or no?
Yes.
Okay. So then not difficulty. Okay, if you can that. So that's it, like Bodhisattva vow is like when your anger arise or this emotion arise, like 4 hours you have time to recognize and use antidote. Okay, so that's not difficult for you. So no, which one is difficult for you? Okay, so Senda is okay ready there. I can see. How about the measure?
Okay, this is like a confessional, but letting time pass because of laziness and not engaging in practice regularly. So,
So then you have to join the everyday practice. That's it.
yeah. I do.
That's what we're doing.
So that's then just great. Then also you need something like your daily practice.
Yeah.
So that helps your mindful and put effort.
And it's not laziness, Kimpo. It's that the day starts going and then there's work and domestic duties, and then you say, I'm going to practice at 4, no, 5. Then you make dinner and then you eat and then you go to bed.
Okay, so when you wake up, just maybe do the own first, like visual, mentally, take refuge, Buddha, Bodhisattva, no, I mean the 3 jivas, and then maybe chant Om Ahong. Om Ahong is like the mantra, and powerful, like purifying body, speech, mind, obscurations. So that's a practice. Like all Vajrayana practice, the shortest is Om Ahong.
And that's as soon as you wake up, like before you have anything, tea or coffee or anything.
Yeah. So then
Okay.
when you're going to take tea or anything, like you just maybe offerings and chant the offering prayers and offering to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. See, then that is the practice. Always have a time there, but just you need mindful and have to recognize how to use that time is like put practice.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Then what is it difficult for Marilyn? You're mute.
I confess, as with Michelle, I'm not good about, I have been since you've been making me be diligent about daily practice. And the other thing that I have, it depends on who it is and how, if it's a Dharma person and they're really doing something really wrong, I would tell them. But I avoid conflict with people. So if someone is doing something negative, I have to really make myself stand up and say something. I tend to not want to say anything so that I don't have a fight.
So what do you mean that like you, okay, say again that.
Okay, so if I see someone doing something wrong, although I did end up last week to someone that was being racist, but often if someone is doing something wrong.
Okay, yeah, so I understand. Yeah, no, someone doing something wrong, so you want to tell them to change. So that's the, if your students, then you have to tell that, but not for everyone. Because someone like, okay, fishing, so you say, you see that person's doing wrong thing, you say, don't do that, we cannot do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know the person, so they don't accept the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, they don't take refuge. So you say, oh, don't fishing. So, you know, that's, we see the person doing wrong, but we cannot do that. So this is like if someone rely on you to guide the Dharma path, but then that person doing something wrong, and then you have to tell them, not for everyone.
Oh, okay.
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 Otherwise, you get really difficult to everywhere that people doing wrong things. Don't try to fix people, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
a lot of them, like when I look at it, I'm
Yes.
pretty good on the outer level, but there's still a lot of subtle stuff going on inside my head. A lot.
Yeah. Okay. So just if you can change someone, then you have to do. But if you cannot change, you cannot. This is like someone you can help, someone you have ability to do that person's, you know, the behavior or negative things doing that, you can change that, then you have to tell, but otherwise not.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That takes pressure off.
Yeah, pressure off. If you cannot, we cannot do people's like, you know, doing known things, the wrong things.
Okay.
If someone listening to you and then they don't recognize what they're doing, and then you have ability to help them, so you can tell them.
Okay.
Then you don't do, that is the then don't for hours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, don't misunderstanding. Okay, otherwise get pressure, fair pressures for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyone EDG has a difficulty, anything there?
Yeah, answering Dharma questions. That's my downfall right now. But no,
No, Dharma question
that's
is great.
that's
You know, question is the best. Like you create wisdom. All these Bodhisattvas ask question Buddha. That's why we have so many teachings.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to absorb it all, but I still have trouble answering questions. So, and then the other one is not helping sentient beings when I'm able to do so. And the reason I say that is sometimes I don't know whether I should try to help or not. So rather than possibly messing things up, I don't do anything. So I think it's only right to help somebody if I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, like that, yes. So
anyway,
when we help for other beings, like you, compassion with wisdom, usually, that's a great way to help for others. And recognize you really can help that good way. And also like you really can help, then denied. That is the you know, like giving up the beings. Like means like, you know, we give up the other beings from our heart, mind. Someone falling in the ground, that they ask, please, can you give me a hand to get, I want to get up. So you can't do that. Then you have to give a hand to, you know, the get up from the ground. Okay, someone falling in the ground, someone dying, the no food. So you have a food, and then if the person asks you, please, can you give me some food for me? And you have food, you can share that, no problem for you. Just say, no, I'll let you die. So then this Buddhist hour is gone. So like that. Okay, so
my
then we have
current
the
problem
four fetters, like we talked already, four fetters. So that's also have to think about, you know. If we accord the downfall of forsaking any sentient being as well described below, and the following four fetters are intact. So first one is being motivated by intense negative emotion and committing the wrongful or wanting to commit it. It's intentionally wanting what their happiness, you know, intentionally wanted to die someone, intentionally they get hurt someone, you know. So that's page 84, sorry. Then not feeling self-conscious or ashamed about committing it. No kind of regret, no shame as, you know, like, that's the second one. The third is feeling happy and enthusiastic about such a negative action. So that's most people know if the Dharma practitioner not possible that happening, right? If who take the refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha, the person who have bodhicitta vows follow the Buddha Dharma, but I don't think so. They're happy and enthusiastic about such a negative action. Not seeing such an act as problematic, so then don't see that that is a problem, you know, doing negatively harm for others, not helping others. So that's 4 factors have to come, this all these actions. Okay, so now, Amanda, which is your difficulty one there?
It's the one I asked you about, Kimpo, about not abandoning obscurations to meditative stability. That seems so tricky to me, just to have perfect meditation and to always let go of thoughts. Some days are easier than others. That one, and also I was thinking a lot about exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors. And to me, that means not being mindful about daily activities. And that I do that. I forget to be mindful. So everything could be an offering and everything could be a practice, but I don't remember that always. In fact, it's probably a small percentage. I wrote it down as number 28. Let's see if I can find the page number. It says exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors. Let's see.
So one question is page 88.
Yes.
Is Lilitin Dawa. I see. Give your team is even Nikorche. Lilitin Dawa. I think yours is the action get. Abandon someone who is angry at you, not listening to someone's. So
it's
not engage in particularly regularly, right?
It's the 10th line from the bottom on page 88. Exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors. So it reads, not being diligent at maintaining your bodhisattva vows, even though it is of great benefit to you. And then it's the next one, exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors.
So what's your 10 lines below up or?
10 lines of, if you start counting from the bottom of the page, and then you count up 10 lines from on page 88.
Exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors. Not being diligently at maintaining your bodhisattva vows. That's one, right? Hello? Oh.
I think it's the next one, Kimpo. Yeah, it's the next one after not being diligent at maintaining your bodhisattva vows. It's exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors.
Exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors.
Yes.
So diligently maintain your Bodhisattva vows. Even though it is of great benefit to you. Exert yourself in non-dharmic endeavors.
Yes, it's that one.
So that one is, you mean difficulty?
Yes, because I forget to be mindful through the day. So I think, doesn't that mean even if I eat and I forget to offer it, then that's the non-dharmic endeavor?
No, this is a thing. It's exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors, abandon Mahayana, and adopting the practice of the Hinayana. I think this is like, if you like to do the more, like non-virtuous deeds.
Oh, okay. So it's different. It's not just being unmindful throughout the day.
No, just it's like you see, Chimeng Le Zom is like you diligently, more activity like non-virtuous deeds.
Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that, because I had a star by it and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm so unmindful. I do this all the time. So, okay, thank you.
What means exerting means like effort, right?
Right, yes.
Okay, so your effort is yourself in no dharmic, means like no dharma.
Okay.
More like no virtue.
Okay.
And endeavors means?
Endeavors could, I guess, actions.
Actions,
endeavors,
yeah, like doing that actions, see?
Okay.
So not only not mindful, right? You just put effort, action, not doing dharma. It means like, it's doing non-virtuous.
Okay, well, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Effort for that.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So
I'm not as bad at that. Yeah, go ahead.
You don't have like effort to doing non-virtuous, right?
No.
Okay, see, then no, it's difficult.
Okay. Thank you. That makes me feel better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now anyone has questions?
I got kind of confused on that one.
Just that one?
Yeah, because I thought, and I still wonder if it means, I thought it meant like, if I spent my time painting my house or, working on a hobby.
But that is no dharma, right? Just no dharma, but no dharma means like kind of like virtuous, non-virtuous.
Okay.
You're not doing virtuous, like you're going into the non-virtuous, put effort.
Okay, that's much better.
So we think about like natural, virtuous deeds, like good karma, non-virtuous deeds, negative karma, and a natural karma, right? So your painting houses could be natural karma.
Neutral,
yeah.
Okay.
Hope so, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so then somewhere you see it's understanding, then it's like not that difficulty there, but lots like, wow, yeah, I cannot do that. Then you really think about it's go more detail and which situations not that hard there too. Okay, so now I think everyone okay, right? So I'm going to ask question. Your name is, I didn't remember. It's sorry about the phone call 70 last phone number. What your name is?
Laman, Kempo Laman.
Oh, Laman. Laman, which one is difficult for you? She cannot hear, yeah? Okay, so she cannot. She can. Hello, Laman. Okay, so we cannot hear you. It's okay. maybe I think you already said you don't want to give answers, right? You like to ask questions, so then your phone also really help for you too. Connections.
I'm sorry. Campbell, are you talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm listening.
So which is hardest for you in the branch drawn first are explained as follows, like page 86 and 88, this between, like we talked. Do you have anything like you think, oh, I cannot do this?
Well, I always feel that in terms of practice, being honest to myself is the most important. But sometimes I really feel that sometimes I lie to myself and say, oh, it's easy. I just don't do it. If I do it, I will do it well. But actually, when I really try to do it, everything is not that easy. Even really simple thing, like I would tell myself, okay, I will be so mindful because I do offer Buddha every day. So when I make the offering, I vow to myself from my kitchen to the Buddha's altar, I will be very mindful. Even that simple, like 13 step of things, even I want to be mindful, it's not that easy to be mindful. So whenever we were saying, for the benefit of the sentient being, and not because I want to become a Buddha, I want to be benefit of all sentient beings. Sometimes I feel it's a lie because I want to be a Buddha because I want to, actually I don't care to be a Buddha. I want to be a Sravaka because I want to be a Aha, and I want to be liberate this life. I don't want to suffer anymore. So to me, be honest with myself is I'm very selfish because I want to solve my own suffering. And from my experience of helping other people, I really don't think I can help anyone because I always feel why people cannot see that if they stop drinking, they will not have that much problem. Or if they don't go to all these kind of things, they won't have to afraid of virus. But to me, I feel they are so clear to me. I don't want to do those kind of things. But to other people, sentient being is so difficult. It's like, so I always feel that I cannot help others. The only one maybe I may be able is to help myself, but I don't even know whether I can help myself.
Oh, you can help many other people.
I try to, but always
yes,
fail.
you're always helping. So you're doing like many things like good for others, you know.
I hope, but I always feel that the result is not what I want. And I really now I see more and more is that the true benefit to other people is not giving them food or giving them money or whatever. So it's giving them Dharma, but not many people can see the Dharma. Not many
okay, so now this, you know, the dependent, you know, we have relative level Bodhisattva, absolute truth Bodhisattva level. So relative truth Bodhisattva level is called aspiration. Aspiring bodhicitta, right? Aspiring bodhicitta is like even you really not doing, but you have aspiring bodhicitta, like wishing. Okay, so now I'm going into the teaching. We're going to starting page 90.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have.
Okay, so
okay.
thank you, Lomin.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to do the page 90. And this teaching, the essence of Mahayana is, so Mahayana, why it means Mahayana? Because in this book, this teaching share lots about bodhisattvas, you know, conduct, vow, and you know, how to bodhisattvas benefit other beings. So that is elaborate teaching, and that's why it's called essence of Mahayana. So now today we are at the page 90, is accomplish the benefit of beings. So then Bodhisattva Vavo is followed by 3 different levels. So 3 different ethical discipline. We already talked like up there, you know, ethical discipline is restraining from wrongdoing. So that we already talked. Working for benefit of sentient beings. So that is right now we are coming. So this is engaging bodhicitta ethical discipline followed by 3 you know, ethical disciplines. First is restraining from wrongdoing, and the second one is working for benefit of sentient beings. The third is gathering virtuous dharma. So now we are the second one, accomplish benefit of beings. The ethical discipline of accomplish the benefit of beings is mentioned in the root text. So root text Tibetan is Semjin Tamar Lamyok Sororji. Bodhisattvas need to help all beings, regardless of whether they are ordinary beings, beings who have entered the path, or non-Buddhist. So doesn't matter which kind of person, which kind of lineage, faith, or you know, or color or race. So Bodhisattvas benefit everyone. They don't have like any boundaries. So Bodhisattva, that is the root text. No, it's a commentary. Bodhisattvas who have entire the Mahayana should have no agenda outside of accomplishing the benefit of sentient beings. Bodhisattva is always benefiting other sentient beings, no any agenda than that. So only, you know, thinking about benefit others, not thinking about own benefits, no any agenda on themselves. So their 24 hours benefit others. That is a Bodhisattva does. So then benefit other is like always that just different ways to benefit others. So sometimes we don't recognize Bodhisattva's actions because our, you know, like ordinary people, we are ordinary, and our perception, our capacity, and so sometimes we don't recognize Bodhisattva's actions that does different ways benefit others. So that's the reason we cannot criticize Bodhisattvas because we don't know what their agenda. Their agenda mentally is 100% benefit others. They're doing actions always different ways benefit others. When in Ellen, so when in Ellen person takes medicine to recover from his condition, so his or her condition, you know, just anyone's condition, the Bodhisattvas, like, we should strive to find that medicine and giving it to him and do whatever it is in our capacity to help him recovered. Okay, so that is the, you know, right now thinking about we have coronavirus like this kind of difficult time, and the Bodhisattvas, and if they can help to recover the other beings through the medicine, then they're going to find medicine, giving medicine to them. So the just doctors, nurses, they are really, you know, if the long as they have good motivations, their action, everything is like Bodhisattva. Sometimes the motivation changes the, you know, the action is like Bodhisattva action or not. It's up to the motivation. If the doctors and nurses have really good motivations, the action is always bodhisattva conduct. So really big benefit for others. And so now, like, think about coronavirus, so many people sick and dying. So this time, and then doctors and nurses, they can help these patients to recovering the illness and the sickness. So the long as if the bodhisattva has ability to do that, the first purity, see, this is like giving medicines, like recover other sickness people. So then sickness also, like, think about, we have a body physically sick and mentally sick, two things. So Dharma is actually mental medicine. And then, of course, the hospital, the doctors and nurses help for the patients is like physical, medicine. They're giving physically, recovering, benefit physically. So that's why it's a Dharma also part of medicine, because it's a Dharma benefit recovering who has mental sickness problems. So actually mental sickness is more suffering than physical suffering. Mental suffering create big problems, and then just many ways, like mental suffering is like more pain and more difficulty. And you can give like suggestions, dharma, and the meditation teachings. So that's also like big generosity, and giving dharma is the highest level generosity. So also is a benefit them is like that is the medicine, dharma medicine. Then of course, like, we can think about this nurses, doctors giving, like, helping for these patients. That's also like bodhisattva's action. We should be careful and mindful and have others to do so as well. Then, and do whatever is our say nitsuji yin donga sabu tapsa. So we should strive to find that medicine and giving it to him. Okay, so and do what is our capacity to have him recover. This is like just all beings, not only the, like, him means, like, I don't know why it's the put him is like person, right? The man, right? Man anyway. But it's generally the just anyone. Then we should be careful and mindful and have others to do as well. So our mindful, so this one is Rampa of the Yin Universal. If one, we should be careful and mindful. We also have to, like, mindful. What is we doing, like, recognize is all correct or wrong. We have mindful, careful and mindful. And first we have to recognize what is right, what is wrong. If we don't have a mindful, then, like, we think it's right something, but it's like not really right. It could be wrong and harmful others. So that's the reason, like, we always say, like, compassion with wisdom. So when we help for others, and we recognize mindfully, okay, this is good for them, or no, this is not good for them. We have to recognize, careful and mindful, and have others to do as well. Also, others also careful and mindful practice for giving that others and help for that way too. Others to do so as well. We should return others' benefit by trying to bring them even greater benefit than by brought us. So then, if someone benefit for us, and we recognize that, and then when we have opportunity or ability to benefit for back to them, and you know, try to make bigger than that, what we're receiving. So we give back for bigger than that to others. So that's the Buddhist our conduct, not like 50-50, you know. So okay, he helped me like when I was hunger, $100. No, I want to just, he's a hunger, I give $100. So that is like just not really Buddhist our conduct. Okay, Buddhist our conduct means, oh, when I need something like that time, he helped me like one food, like, you know, he take me restaurant or bought me drink. So no, I'm going to buy house for him or car for him like that, you know. So you have to think about great for more bigger than that, benefit others. So that's also the followed by ability, you know, ability and the capacity, whatever we can. Not just only like giving like, you know, so kind of like business, not follow that way. Return others benefit by try to bring them even great benefit them they brought us. When we see beings whose hearts are burdened by grief and sadness, we should try to ease their minds and alleviate their sorrow. So then some people has this kind of difficulty and problems because some lose the loved ones, some lose the job, and some, you know, many suffering arise. So people has difficulty kind of like this. And then that time, so we try to, you know, help them, you know, we should try to ease their minds and alleviate their sorrow. We try to recover their suffering, needed to help them to muchever we can, you know, like just also depending people what they need. So of course, like you know the Dharma, then you can give like Dharma suggestions to them. Example, like someone lose family and then there's so much suffering and the pain, and you can share giving suggestions impermanent, you know, impermanent defect of samsara. So like that kind of, you know, and then of course we have so many different like Dharma teachings, kin, like this all is a method to Dharma is like method, many different ways. People who has this kind of difficulties, Dharma is like their mind and alleviate their sorrow. So you can, you know, first you have to know the Dharma, and then second you have to know which kind you have to share them to help them. Someone is mentally like really suffering, okay, say calm down and meditate, mindful, you know, and meditate like shamatha, vipassana, focus on breath. So many things you can share them to, you know, help them to calm down and make peace for them. So that's also like when you have ability to do and others really need to help you, then you have to do. Sometimes if people don't accept, you don't push them, you know, otherwise create more suffering for them. So Buddhist has the wisdom they recognize when they need to help. So that's why it's like, think about the Buddha's story. He knows everyone has suffering difficulties. He don't knock the door everyone's. So he recognize when is karma is happening, when is people ready to accept, he is able to there and help them. So we think about that way, you know. Otherwise, oh, they have suffering, I'm going to go there and to do something. Then like Mogarpa he did. Mogarpa is like Buddha's right side disciple. He went to the, you know, no Buddhist place, and he telling them is like, oh, your parents is like in the hungry God's realm, they're suffering, so you shouldn't do these ritual things, you don't care anymore. So like he telling them, so then they care him. They beat him, they kill him, you know. So this all is followed by, we have to follow by like our wisdom, ability, and you know, and then people ready to accept or not. You have to know that. Yeah. Otherwise, someone fishing somewhere, you know, in the lakes and the seas. So you say, oh, go there, don't do that. They're angry for you, right? Then you fight with them. then finally they call the police. Then that's a both are going to the jail, maybe get out into, so like that happening. So that is no enough wisdom to stop others, no enough to happen for others, wisdom and method. So think about that way. You know, the Buddha, he never go to like say stop this. When he look to always karma is happening, or when they're ready to accept, then he is able to there. So the Angulamala, when he killing other people, means the Buddha knows he not ready to stop that, because also like karma is happening, is many things going on, not ready. Even he able to them him and teach him, but I don't think so Angumala ready to accept that. So then when he is ready to accept, the Buddha is able to front of him. So think that, you know, we have to know. Otherwise, we're going to create problems. So Bodhisattvas never create problems. Bodhisattvas always a win-win situation. Okay. So they are winner, others winner too. Win-win situations. Not I am winner, you are loser, right? That the Bodhisattvas never do that way. So then we should, when people beg for money, we should try to give them something if it is appropriate to do so. See, someone asks you money, so you have to recognize it's appropriate to giving to them or not. So that means like your money is like you recognize yourself, your money is going to, the person's going to buy the weapon, you know, like gun, and going to like shoot for others. So still you're compassionately giving for money. It's incorrect, right? Not appropriate. Okay, so someone really hunger, if you don't give, then that's also wrong. So that's why you have to understand when you're ready to help for others or not. So don't say I'm always a Bodhisattva, I'm always giving, right? So that's also incorrect too. So then you say, oh, I have wisdom, I know my money is they're going to use the wrong way, I'm not going to give anyone. So that's also wrong, right? Don't go to two extremes. Just go to right balance, and with wisdom recognize each situation have different. So the giving is not always perfect, not always good, not always bad, right? Sometimes like giving is a big generosity, benefit others. Sometimes giving is like, you know, not appropriate time, ready to give it there. So that's why the Buddhists have always recognize each situations. So now what we're doing here is like usually people say like always like put something is negative, always something is like positive. They all the situation is okay positive, all this situation is negative. So that is the regular people action. That's like that. Bodhisattva recognize each situation has, they recognize different situations. Okay, so then what we do always like extremes, going to extremes. Bodhisattva always recognize like balance, they're when they're ready to do or not. So that is the very important, appropriate to do so. So then we should try to benefit all the beings who rely and depending on us, helping them in whatever way we can. See, that's also like part of the last time in the like dawn first, and many things you have questions. So this see, Bodhisattvas rely when people so no we should try to we should try to benefit all beings who are really rely and depending on us. So that is the very important word too. We have to recognize depending for us, rely on us, right? So someone is rely on us, someone is depend on us, then we have to really help. So if someone is not dependent, you not relying on you, say I'm going to help. It's like maybe you're going to create, causes of suffering. So I just give it the answer like Maryland's answer, like you have to recognize that situation. So you someone is really relying on, and you depending as you, and then you say don't do this, you do this, because that person is relying on you and depending on you. So then you have to give suggestions, and that person is going to in the wrong ways, like it's the morality is broken, or like doing like something we already has other parties like the branch down first, the morality is like something going to like the have wrong or doing something broken, the moralities you recognize and you don't telling them, then that is the bodhisattvas like get the wrong far like branch was cut, right? So someone relying on you can stop them, then you have to do, not just someone not relying on you, someone not listening to you, you cannot tell them stop that, right? So that's you have to know this, or the important helping them in whatever way we can. Then we have to help whatever we can help them, because rely on us. Yeah, so if someone not rely on us, we cannot help them. Okay, like today who come to in the teaching, and then I have tried to much or I can explain. So that is my job, right? And someone is like on the road, I'm not going to explain to them, because they're not rely on, right? They're not dependent to me, like to ask Dharma, right? So think that way, someone relying on you, so then you have to share Dharma. Then you have to help them. So whatever we were keen, wherever we go and wherever we are, we should try to act in accordance with the Dharma. So then wherever we go, so see Bodhisattvas, wherever Bodhisattvas go and wherever we are, we should try to act in accordance with the Dharma. So we try to just Dharma, follow the Dharma, act is Dharma. So that is good, is like in the 37 practice. So always like, look to mind, like our mind, what drawing our mind, thinking, like just checking your own mind often and often. So sometimes we forget, we forget totally what we're doing actions. So then we have to check our own mind. Cultivate faith and the pure view in others, bodhisattvas. So then, of course, like cultivate faith and the pure view in other bodhisattvas. Like we are, we see the bodhisattva, someone benefit others, and cultivate view. Cultivate view means, and just think about their qualities, recognize their quality. Oh yeah, this really the person is benefit others. Oh, he has patience, he has good conduct, he has like good love and compassion. Yeah, he has doing generosity. We have to cultivate, and then the faith and the pure view in others bodhisattvas. So then comes devotion to that and rejoice that. Then we also receive the bodhisattvas, like benefit others the best. We receive the accumulation merit too, and rather than jealousy. So this section is like cultivate faith and pure view in other bodhisattvas. And what the opposite is like we not criticize bodhisattvas, not criticizing bodhisattvas. If we cannot do that, cultivate faith and pure view, but not criticize for others. And in the one of our prayer is a Sukhavati prayer. The criticized bodhisattva is the strongest non-virtuous deed. So the why is the strongest non-virtuous deed? So if you criticize bodhisattvas and then other people hear that, so then they also you create something in their own mind too. Then there goes another person, they create something in their mind too. So you playing lot seed many beings, and this like negativity coming imprints. So that's it. Then that is like we already create causes of suffering for them, not the bodhisattvas. We criticize bodhisattvas, and bodhisattvas actually nothing going to happening. But who heard that and others, then their mind get karmic imprints. So slowly that goes strong and strong others, many other beings. So then that's why it's like become strong non-virtuous deeds. So I know the example, like I have a devotion teachers, some people criticize that. I don't accept that, but actually that really not good, like listening again and again. And after, like your mind is like that, the negative is like kind of habituate or playing seat there, your mind playing seat. So then slowly you become that is very strong and strong. Then you don't really see your teacher like someone you have devotions. Also slowly you don't recognize that too, because due to someone criticize, even you don't accept, you hear again and again, and they become that strong and strong, karmic imprints more strong and strong. Then what happens slowly, you don't see the qualities. So that's the reason, say, don't listening to someone criticize, because criticize means like usually they're followed by their view and their emotions. Okay, and so the follow by that, and then slowly become affect your mind, and then you also criticize. Then you telling others. Then that you affected their mind. Then slowly many people affected their own mind. Then you take so many people is wrong directions. So that's the reason. And if someone criticizes someone, just hear that. But best is not listening. If you listening, but then don't give share for others. I see, like I try to, like someone criticize others, like some bad news, someone criticize. So used to I share, but then I stop that because it's not good. Like I recognize or I share someone, they're going to share 10 people, then they're going to share 100 people, then they're going to 1,000 people. So like then slowly, it's affected so many other people's mind. So everyone is followed by their intention, their thoughts, their thoughts, emotions. So think about it, like like I have devotion to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, many like that kind of teachers. So sometimes they're like like people like politicians and others criticize, but then that's I hears and like kind of like cleanse my mind, and slowly when I see the teachers like no same as before, First, like, okay, when I see the teachers and talk to like comes devotion and the strong faith and the feeling also have, but then some people criticize, even I don't accept that, but slowly that strong and strong. Then after I see the teachers, it's like become not really same feelings arise. So I recognize that. And then, oh yeah, so it makes sense in the Sukhavati prayer that says, like someone criticize Bodhisattva is even you killing the other beings, like criticize Bodhisattvas more non-virtual than the killing others. So if you care someone, but that person, maybe, like we create non-virtuous, we care someone, but you put karmic seeds for others' mind and mind, then you're taking them wrong directions. We're taking them wrong directions. See, we're really humming for them. The more worse the killing. So that's the Sukhavati, the prayer says, like killing many beings, you criticize Bodhisattvas, and that's the more worse the killing many beings. So that first I don't accept that, because killing is not possible. Killing is more worse than criticize Bodhisattva. Criticize is not difficulty, just words and something. But slowly, I recognize, think about more and more that recognize. So many karmic imprints put other people's mind, and then so many people's mind is get hurt, and they're going to take to the wrong way, and someone has like dharma connections, then they're you broken with like vows and other people's, and become going to wrong directions. So that's the we have to know and learn, because it's easy to criticize. And culturally also, like in Tibetan tradition, is the example little bit easy. Like long as you have dharma connections, you have devotions, and then even teacher has something like that people say wrong and doing things, but you don't really lose faith in the devotions. But we know, okay, that is another way people think that. But I have a connection with the dharma. I never broken that, kept that always. But here is like people think, oh, I'm going to done like that, just kind of saying that she says like that way. So that is like become big problem where it's going wrong directions. And so long as you have devotions, teachers, and connect with the dharmas, and then what people says like things our view is cannot follow that, just recognize. And especially like some teachers, like other people telling them and criticize, don't follow that, just leave them, say not my business. Live there, live there. Yeah. Okay, so that's I think enough. So now praise those who have diligence and good meditation and knowledge. So then also speak as a Bodhisattvas cultivate faith and pure view in the Bodhisattvas. Speak of the positive qualities. So we have to speak of a positive quality for others. Praise. So those who have diligence and a joyful effort to practice Dharma, you know, diligence, good meditations, who has good meditations, and knowledge, and who has knowledge, Dharma. So then you have to praise to them, and also you speak of a positive quality for them. So that helps for many others too. And see, like actually the, you know, Bodhisattva's qualities in this generation term, people really don't recognize. So people just who does and the you know, worldly activity something, then they recognize their qualities, who sing very good, singers very famous, everybody talk about that. Who's a movie actor, everyone talk about their qualities. Who's a good basketball players, they talk about that. Who's good basketball players, they talk about that, right? So all these qualities they talk about, who has relatively and worldly, you know, qualities, but people usually don't talk about Bodhisattva's qualities because of this generation time. And actually, the good conduct and good quality is diligence, and who has good meditations and Dharma knowledges, wisdoms. So that's actually have to share for others and speak to that. Must be there is news talk about that, but no news talk about that, right? If something wrong, then the news talk lots. If something is going on good things, no one talk about that. Do you understand that? So we recognize that what is going on in the world. So it's called degeneration generation time. So that's why, like I said, don't criticize, because we don't recognize. If people like has 95 qualities helping benefit others, no one talk about. Maybe 5% negativity, then that becomes news. Talk about that. So then persons actually, the good morality, what they're doing benefit, 95% benefit, going good one is all that destroy that. So then Bodhisattvas cannot benefit others. Do you think that, recognize that? It's called degeneration time. It's, people don't recognize this, the good quality, you know, means like, that's why we have to speak of the positive qualities of others. Then sometimes people have, you know, it's jealousy. They don't speak that too. And sometimes we not recognize because due to our ability, you know, sometimes we have ignorance and we have emotions. We don't recognize Bodhisattva's qualities. Then even we speak the Bodhisattva qualities, but sometimes we don't have enough wisdom to speak about Bodhisattva's qualities too. So anyway, so you really recognize Bodhisattva's qualities, and then you see someone has really good quality of this diligence, good meditations, and knowledges. You have to share that. So same is like His Holiness Dalai Lama, Garchen Rinpoche, so that kind of person. So like qualities, compassion, diligence, and that kind of like, you know, is effort and the love and the compassion. So we have to share that. Example like that, sharing some teachings, short, really beautiful quote. You have to put in the Facebook, and you know, like kind of sharing that. That is a good benefit for others. Like even they see the words, okay, yeah, recognize. So then when you share that, you need good motivations and also And if you share that, like example, your community, then you have to recognize your community like or not. Also needed to wisdom to recognize that. If someone you share the different community, share that, maybe they're not ready to accept that. So then you don't share there, you know. If you put in the Facebook, then it's nobody, you know, if who wanted to accept you, they're going to accept it. Who don't want to not accept, just they're going to let ignore it. So that's no big problem, right? So you have to share that's called good way. And so then students who are going down to the wrong path can be benefited through generosity and brought back to the right way. So this is the Bodhisattvas do. The Bodhisattva who has students, and then they're going, who are going down to the wrong path, so they're going to the wrong path. Then how to help them? So then Bodhisattvas, you know, wrong path can be benefited through generosity and through back to the right way. Means that first they don't say that you're going wrong directions. Okay, they give their, you know, like what they want, need, like material things, generosity. And so this is the Bodhisattvas gathering, like, you know, the disciples, like activity, like it's coming down there, more informations. So then they give, like first they make happy for them. Then they're going to listening too. So otherwise you say, oh, you're going to wrong direction. They don't going to listen, right? So this also, like, see, students means if that, you know, student who are going wrong means like you, someone is follow you, depend on you, relying on, not just other like random people, right? Someone you just knows, if you recognize the person's going wrong ways, then you just make them happy. And or like some sangha, example, sangha, if not your students, but you know that the sangha is not really doing right, and maybe going to wrong way, or maybe they follow the wrong kind of a wrong wrong companies, and or they don't have like motivation to do many good things, then just say, okay, go to tea together, and you know, help them to like something active together, and you give generosity. They like you again, like wanted to do same thing like you doing. So first you have to create that. Then say, okay, now we go to the Dharma center and the lesson and teaching again. Okay, so we go to meditation retreat or something. Then you can take into the Dharma. Not say, oh, you are wrong direction. You're not doing great. So you should go Dharma center, or you should go to teacher to ask something. Not like that. That method is incorrect. So first, like you have to create good harmony, and that person really listen to you, and through the, like, you know, you generosity to bring the person is like same opinions you, and then they wanted to listen to you, then go together doing things. So that way it's like have to do right way. So students who are going wrong path can be benefited through generosity and brought back to the right way. If that does not work to divert them from the wrong path, use more wrathful means. So if the person still not listening, so then if that does not work to, like even you do very nicely, you know, this is also teacher and the student, like mother and the child, you know. So mothers like giving like good ways child that don't listen, and mother have to show wrath for. Same thing like teachers also. So then the student is not going right directions. Even you try to make happy and do something peacefully, try to go right direction, but still don't listening. Use more wrathful means. So try to use wrathful, but never forsake them in your compassion and love. But even you use the wrathful, but never give up this your Buddha's, the never forsake them on your compassion and love. You never lose your compassion and love for the person. No, give up that. Those who harbor negative feeling for the Buddha's teaching can be gathered through generosity, and automatically the mind stream can be wrapping and liberated. So then also, if some people, so those who harbor negative feeling for Buddha's teachings, who has negative feeling for Buddha's teachings, can be gathered through generosity. So also you just use generosity, make them happy first, and bring follow you, because through the generosity. And actually this is talking about the teachers, so how to student, take into the right path. So this is like more for, or it's of course Bodhisattva's conduct. Bodhisattva means like who giving dharma for others, who sharing the dharma and the benefit for others. So then they use this method how to someone, your student, and relying on you. So then how to take the right direction. If they one day they criticize dharma, those who harbor negative feeling for the Buddha's teachings, and we also have a lot like that. Sometimes our sangha, our sangha means just many people become first they so much put effort dharma, then they give up, or say I don't know, I see wrong, and I see that teacher is a mistake, I don't want to follow dharma. And so that kind of that means actually the person really don't understanding dharma. And the way have to follow the dharma, not the person. So person means not Buddha. So the no one has 100% qualities. Okay, so you can see negatives easily than qualities. So in Tibet they say you maybe Moko means you cannot find without a negative person. You cannot find without a branch tree. All the tree has branches. So please show me any tree, no any branches. Very hard to find. You go to the forest. So show me who's non-negative person. You cannot find anyone. So then say, oh, the person doing wrong, I don't want to follow them, I don't like it. So this is really no understanding the reality persons. Only Buddha has 100 qualities, and otherwise no one has 100% qualities. So that's why it's don't follow the person, follow the dharma means. We have to follow the dharma. Person does wrong, recognize, oh yeah, he has good qualities, he does wrong. He has some wrong, of course he is a person. So you don't have to give up dharma. But I see here many people here means in the you know, this time in the 21st century, say, oh, I don't want a Buddhist because, and these teachers did this. So that persons did that, but that is a big mistake. Like, I don't want to become Buddhist. Some people say, oh, I want to become Buddhist. I really love Buddhist because I see the teacher is so great. You know, like they say, oh, Dalai Lama, yeah, he's great. Oh, Gachin Rinpoche, he's great. Like that, many teachers, they only see the ultra level first. Then say, I'm become Buddhist, I'm Buddhist. But that person is like really easily can be changed. First, just you follow the appearance like ultra level appearance. Then you have another appearance. So you're gone. You say, I'm done there, you know. So that's why Buddha said, don't follow the person, follow the Dharma. Whatever person doing wrong things, see, okay, here's the regular individual person, ordinary person. Of course, he has doing wrong things, right? See, think about the same as me. So recognize that, and then I follow the Dharma, not person. So you have to understand that. That's the reason you have to study Dharma. Then you know the Dharma, then you are rely on Dharma, not rely on person. So no devotion to the person, devotion to the Dharma. No follow the person, follow the Dharma. Then you are become very stable. So you are then truly Buddhist. So then you never give up Dharma. Whatever people does. Okay, sometimes like you see amazing. Oh yeah, he's amazing. But then another 1 month after, say terrible. He's terrible. He or she is terrible, right? So that kind of like we are emotion. We have emotions. We are follow the emotions. So we follow the positive emotions and negative emotions. So when you have positive feeling comes great. When you arise negative emotions, bad, terrible. You know, that word is arise easily. So that's why we have to study Dharma and then know that Dharma is 100% unmistaken. You know, so we have to understand that Dharma means like talking about reality, truth, and recognize that Dharma is medicine. So we have to recognize we are regular, ordinary, we have emotions. Then follow the Dharma is never get wrong and mistake. Okay, so now, if that does not, I see, those who harbor negative feeling for the Buddhist teachings can be gathered through generosity and try to make them happy and automatically, you know, their mind stream can be wrapping and liberated. It means like the Bodhisattvas first, their gathering means like the gathering, you know, the disciples and through the generosity. And then they use these 4 activities, benefit them, wrapping under the mind. Means like, just wrapping means like their mind really into the Dharma, 100% follow the Dharma and not going to give up. So that kind of create the Bodhisattvas put in that level, the students, you know, they never give up Bodhisattvas. They use the 4 activity ways. We should seek to do this. We should seek to do this. So if that does not work, we should make pure aspiration on the behalf. So then you use this every method doesn't work for that person because due to their karma and the negativity like emotions. You use whatever you can use method. So you never forsake them in your compassion and your love. You never give up your love and the compassion for them. Whatever you do, method doesn't work. Then what you have to do, we should make pure aspiration on other behalf. So then you only do aspirations, prayer for them to, okay, wish them have, recognize what they're wrongdoing, recognize their actions. So do prayers for them, aspirations, aspirate. To make pure aspirations on the behalf. Never give up bodhisattvas, do aspirations. So then in each of the aforementioned cases, I think, aforementioned cases, if we do not respond appropriately and we transgress our bodhisattvas vows, so then in each of the aforementioned cases means, so this, if this, we didn't follow this, whatever we share here, the part of the accomplish the benefit of beings, and that section we lose this area, each of the affirmations case, if we do not respond appropriately and we transgress our bodhisattvas vows. So transgress bodhisattvas vows. So each transgression will incur its respective downfalls. So downfall means not really 100% we lose our vows, not root downfall. This is a branch downfall. So that's why we're transgression will occur its respective downfall. Respective downfall meaning is like just bodhisattvas didn't do right thing. Become it's incorrect, but you don't lose your vows, but you did not correctly, you didn't do right thing. So that's why it's called respectively downfall. Then regarding how we know what point in time we have officially received the bodhisattva's vow. Okay, so that's a downfall. So we leave that tonight, and then we can go tomorrow again. That's the, it's like time is like extra 1 hour and half hour is already extra. Sorry about that. So tonight we talked accomplish the benefit of beings means like we benefit of others, how to benefit others. So this is the ethical discipline of accomplishing the benefit of beings is mentioned in the root text. Yeah. Okay, so no. Any questions there?
Kempo.
Yes, sir.
You shouldn't apologize for all that extra teaching. We're thankful for all that extra teaching.
Extra teaching?
Yes, you said you went over the time.
Yeah, I have to apologize, but we don't know that maybe some people think, oh, it's too long for me.
Oh.
It's too long. When you're going to stop? We have that. I have that problem. So like many monks said that when we was in Gar Monastery, and that time we have invited one teacher came from others, very far away from other place to Gar Monastery. Then the monks really don't understand what he's saying. So the young monks always thinking about when he going to stop. That's it.
Your mistake is our benefit.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So
Really?
when you're doing the Dharma, then it's like you're doing nothing. Sometimes people think, you said don't listen to criticism. Okay. So to practice Dharma, then it may appear you're doing nothing. But really it's mental. It's exercising the mind. You're
Yes.
practicing something with the mind, or the inner secret offering. Nobody can see this, but you're doing something.
Yes.
So then maybe they say, oh, you're wasting your potential. Oh, you don't make money. Oh, and then you said don't listen to criticism, right?
No,
I
that
don't
is
know.
the not the criticize, like that's the just not really Dharma criticize, right?
I don't know
But
how to
yeah, but
understand.
that is someone said that is like you say, yeah, I don't make money. Yeah, just say yes. Give answer
Okay.
is yes.
Yeah, it's such a different value system. Okay, so I value the Dharma more than I value the money.
Yeah, but
Then
they also like you can make money still. You practice the Dharma, you can make money too. Make money like long as you have good method, and then making money is not really contradiction to the Dharma. Even like example, doctors work in the hospital. They work extra, so like they're needed to have many patients, so they make more money, but that no any kind of like contradiction to the Dharma. And then so many like that, but just you know, you have to follow the each situation. You know, we cannot say all work is like great, all work is bad. So it's also followed by different situations. That's the Buddhist Savas does, not just all it's like put in the wrong, not put everything is positive, it's just individual capacity and different levels, then the conditions, situations, all has different. Okay.
I'm trying to understand.
Campbell, I have a question.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Karen.
Campbell,
Yes.
One thing I don't understand is about criticism, because when I grew up, I'm from a family, is nothing wrong with the parent. Everything is the children's wrong. So we will never be able to say anything wrong about parents, no matter how lousy they were. And when I grew up, I really resent that. And I always feel that they become hypocrites because nothing wrong with them. And they really damage their children, and they were physically abusive, emotional abusive, and tried to kill us several times. And when I grew up, I can understand one thing is, oh, maybe it's my past karma with my parents, so I have a very terrible situation. But I also appreciate that situation teach me to be wise, to survive, and to really, really handle this many situations in some way, really skillful. But I always feel that if I would rather to let them know it's not okay to deal with us like that. And I would rather, if a teacher make a mistake or something, I would rather to let the teacher know than the teacher just being blindfolded. And I'm really afraid of blindfolded because you know that there's 900 people commit suicide in that Jones, that in the South, and because they just so believe in their teacher. So the teacher asked them to drink cyanide, and they all die. And if we cannot save some critical mind in our mind, we can die too. So I really want to make sure that I won't go to the blindfoldly believe anyone, because that is very scary for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really feel that sometimes if someone make a mistake or teacher make a mistake, we really should not just say yes, okay, it's fine. I don't, and just like you said, no one is perfect. Everyone make mistakes. No one, only the Dharma is okay. But everyone,
Okay, so
every human,
yes, I think I understand. So this each has a different situations. Criticize means like some, you know, just you see the okay, like teachers give you teachings, like then you see, oh, that is a mistake, wrong. So you can ask that, oh, you is wrong that, you know. The criticize not mean like that. And you can say, oh, this is you did it wrong. Like you just like telling them, okay, discussion, or you say, oh, this I don't accept that you does. So I think you doing that. I don't accept that. You can tell that. But then criticize means like, okay, so we follow the other people's, and then some students they criticize their own teachers. We follow them and we say, yeah, your teacher is really bad. He's terrible. So then you also support them and you share that together, doing things, you know, like different.
So,
okay.
So how do we reconcile? Like, how can
So
we
reconcile is like follow. We just shared the teaching. That just
okay.
again, and I think it's I have already have enough the suggestions, and so then also you read again today, right tonight what we share, and so you can ask question tomorrow. We can talk tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lomin. Okay, so now we're going to do the dedication together. Measure and Roll, please can you chant the dedication? Marilyn, share the screen.
Okay, Kempo.
In Mahu, in the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. On the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen. When I and others pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsara rebirth. May I have the blessings of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teyata pensadriya awa bodha naya soha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion, may all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Rikumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Thank you. You're muted.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Thank
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.